Hello, welcome again to Premier League pitch side with Gunners Louis. That's right. And my two little shorts is me with my backpack. Yes, I'm only allocated with the top membership of that season ticket to go to 21 Arsenal games, and as it's looking less and less likely in about 15 hours time from this video's ad, Arsenal will officially not be in the Champions League and be in the Europa League. Give Tottenham a major edge. It seems every player now that we're linked with, Tottenham have suddenly a link with as well. Like Jed Spence. Apparently he's on the back burner. They want 15 million for him. But you know what? I think he's worth it. I do think he's worth it. He's one of them players, like, you know, we're blessed in this country with Trent, Alexander-Arnold, with Reece James, with Carl Walker, left side, Ben Chilwell, for instance. Struggling to think of some others now. We're blessed in the left back department as well. I was going to say Tierney, but he's Scottish. It looks like we've got our left back situation sewn up. And he's versatile, like I said. The lad from Bologna. Mr. Aaron Hickey. Right, so I'm going to make this video a lot shorter because the last one, he wants to watch 48 minutes of me waffling on. Now, there once was a man called Erling Haaland. Arsenal can finally sign an outstanding striker for free as contract is terminated. Now, this big Norwegian, who came through the ranks of Erling Haaland, I'll read what the article says. It's from hitc.com. It has some good articles, and you know, a lot of their stuff, a lot of their journalists have come through with some good stuff over the last couple of years. Norway, this is the big shame about Norway, you know, but I'm sure with players like Odegaard, Haaland, you know, if they had some better defenders, better midfielders perhaps, you can't just do it with Odegaard and Haaland. That's not going to get you to a World Cup, is it? What if one of them gets injured? Like Odegaard got injured last season when he was on loan. That's why everyone thought his loan period was a failure. Turns out it wasn't a failure. I got some stats up earlier on, and they were amazing stats. Let's see if I've got them on my new phone. That I can't get it working on the broadband at the moment. I've got no data on it. I don't know if I put it down. No, I must put it on this phone. But basically, he is right up there. Odegaard, he's only second to Mesut Ozil. Bukayo Saka's on that. It's a top 5 or 6 assists that led to goals or chances. Ozil is the king, but I'll tell you what, and Ozil's best ever season, I think, was 17-18 or 18-19. Odegaard's not far off it in his first full season. Imagine, I think he'll overtake Ozil. I really do. I think he'll hit over that 100 mark. I do, especially with better players around him. Now, we need 2 strikers, minimum. I've been talking about lots of other players. Yes, you're going to go, Jude Bellingham, you're having a laugh. Declan Rice, you're having a laugh. Well, I'm not. This has got nothing to do with Arsenal. This is my hunch that if we have to sell William Saliba, it won't be to Marseille, because Marseille haven't got the peas. Now they've got into the Champions League, they will have the peas, because they're given so X amount of pounds. Now, whether they want to spend almost their entire budget on just securing William Saliba, cool, fair enough. But he's going to cost you around 65 to 75 million pounds. Arsenal know this as well. And they will not budge. He will be sent back to the Emirates to sit on the bench if he wants to sulk. Or he can just try and get in the team and play football and prove to us what a great footballer he is. If he still wants to leave after a season, we'll sell him. But if we sell him this summer, we're going to want big money for him. We paid up 30 million quid for him, just under. And since then, the accolades have just come in. Team of the Year, French Under-21 of the Year, blah, 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 blah. Captain Under-21s, now he's in the national squad. And obviously, he wants first-team football to guarantee him a spot on that plane to Qatar World Cup. I don't think that's in any doubt anyway, simply because look at the form of Rafael Varane. I mean, he is on the decline, mate. Saliba's on the up. Deschamps ain't silly, mate. You see that. I think you'll see Saliba in the World Cup playing. And then we'll see what he's all about then. Whether he's an Arsenal player or not. Now, Arsenal, if we sign Gabriel Jesus, there's a Norwegian who come through the ranks with him, played at youth level with him. Now, he's just, through Instagram or something, terminated his own contract because he's playing in Russia. And this kid's gone under the radar a bit. Apparently, he hasn't got that much pace about him, but Erling Haaland hasn't got blistering pace. He's just a beast. So is this lad. He's a beast. Eric Botheim. I don't want to get his wrong name. Botheim. Eric Botheim. Haaland's former Norway youth teammate and fellow Flow King. So he's part of the famous Flow Kings. So obviously he's good mates with Haaland. And I'm sure Martin Odegaard might have had a word with Mikel Arteta about this kid and said, look, he's a free agent. Maybe I can have a word, put in a good word, especially, free agent. His valuation was 4.5 to 5 million pounds. So, I mean, he's cheap anyway. But he's a free agent. He's effectively going to cost us nothing apart from wages, which wouldn't be that high anyway to begin with. So is it a risk? Not really. It's not even a risk at them prices in today's market. He's either a dud or he isn't. Personally, I think it'd be... Imagine if he outshone Erling Haaland in the first season. I might not outscore him, but imagine if he outshone him. You know what I mean? The blonde bomber scored 15 goals in 30 games while firing Boda Glimp to another illicit Seren title in 2021. God knows who they are. It was in Europe where he really made his name. However, 2 goals, 3 assists in an immediately iconic 6-1 thumping of Jose Mourinho's Roma. And this was this season. It must have been in the Europa League, or the one Jose's in the final of now, though. The one everyone wants to be in, you know. The one West Ham and United are fighting over on the last day, you know, the Conference League. Looks like West Ham are going to get it. Sadly, United do not deserve Europa League football. Many clubs were interested in me. Botheim explains, following his 4.5 million move to Russia in December, Krasnodar, that's the team in Russia, seemed to me the most curious option. Could Eric Botheim join Man City's Erling Haaland in England? But just 6 months into his 3.5-year deal, Botheim is looking for a new club. Once again, his contract at Russian Premier League outfit was torn up on Wednesday. He terminated his contract via, he's only 22, confirms his Instagram, Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, blah, 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 blah. If clubs across the continent were queuing up for Botheim before Christmas, when we have 4.5 million price tag on his head, you can expect plenty of interest. Now he's a free agent. So Arsenal will have their hands full trying to get hold of him. But because he's a free agent, I feel Odegaard comes into play now. He's yet to get a cap for Norway. But if he comes to Arsenal, he will get that cap. No doubt about it. And I think he's perfectly suited to the Premier League. He's big. He's physical. He's just like Erling Haaland. But he hasn't got the numbers yet. And a team that possibly would be interested in him would be Borussia Dortmund. No doubt about it, Dortmund will go for him if he's free. You can just see it, can't you? When he was a teenager, he liked the playing style. Bobby Firmino and Robert Lewandowski tells Sport 24. Botheim was not eligible for a professional contract at the end of his time of his visit to North London, but you could make a case for each of those 4 aforementioned super clubs needing attacking reinforcements for upcoming transfer windows. Free agent Dortmund are under pressure to replace Norwegian powerhouse. Suddenly, there's a new Norwegian powerhouse. I'll give you a little look at him there. There he is. He's a big boy, apparently. The Gunners are prioritising Osimhen, Tammy Abraham, Calvert-Lewin, Jesus. Now, Calvert-Lewin, no way. No fucking way. I want Calvert-Lewin at Arsenal. Osimhen, I'd love. He's too expensive. I think we're looking at Jesus. I think we're looking at this Norwegian fella. But my pick, I'll pick the Norwegian fella, Osman and Jesus. No Tammy Abraham, no Calvert-Lewin. Come on, mate. What's he done? What has he done? He's either injured or not scoring. Do you know what I mean? It's just a joke. Eric isn't the fastest striker, but his team play is outstanding. Journalist Freddie Tosson tells Goal, he's always involved and he's very smart on the ball. His positioning has become better and better all the time. Well, that will only improve if he comes to Arsenal. He is making a name for himself in his majestic Bodo Glimt team. Bodo Glimt team. Hard working, he's a clinical finisher, blessed with an outstanding team ethic. Now that Arteta will love. A natural born poaching skills, again. We need that. Maybe where Jesus hasn't got that, he scores more technical goals. Jesus is a bit of a poacher as well. Gabriel Jesus, should I say. I think to get both of them for 45 mil, you can't argue at that. Or 50 mil, whatever Jesus is going to cost us. To get him along with it, just be a great bit of business. There's a lot of Arsenal fans and Arteta to like, and that's before mention sending Mourinho into meltdown. Well, nice one for doing that. So, yeah, he was the player that I wanted to bring to your attention that I couldn't bring really. A striker. I couldn't really add on to that. And I will be going to the Old Firm derbies. I'm going to sit in the Rangers end at Ibrox and be a Rangers fan for the day. And then I'll be sat in the Celtic end doing the same. I want to go to both grounds. I want to experience the atmosphere of the Old Firm. I'm going to go to Glasgow twice. I've got a train pass, which reduces the cost. I might just fly up there, which is a damn sight cheaper, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'll probably fly up there. But I've always wanted to get the Caledonian Express, but very expensive. It's a train. So do we go out all out and try and lure him to the Emirates for free? I think he would complement someone like Jesus perfectly. Two big physical presences. He's not the quickest, but you don't have to be in this Arsenal team. Osman, on the other hand, blistering pace and behind. Now, the thing is, you do need pace. That's why, you know, with losing Pepe, I think we do need an attacking option out on the wing to come in and take the load of Saka, Martinelli, Smith Rowe. I think Martinelli and Smith Rowe battle it out on that side, but someone to take the load off Saka for sure. And Man U are desperate for Rafinha, but he would be an excellent bit of business. And to steal him off Manchester United, if they're interested in him, would be great. That'd be fantastic. Let's get one over United and get Rafinha over the line, because it looks like, for me, I think Leeds are going to get relegated tomorrow. But Hey ho, they stay up, fair play to them. You never know in the Premier League. But yeah, I'll be going to all sorts of matches this season. It's a season of matches, not sat in my bedroom or sat in my living room. I'm actually decorating at the moment. I've just put a new fridge freezer in and also, well, fridge in and all sorts of stuff. Lots of smart technology shall be arriving soon. Next couple of months. Touch wood. I got me plans. So, Arsenal fans, do we go for this guy or not? He destroyed Mourinho. And when I read that, I wanted him straight away. 2 goals and 3 assists. Huh? Brilliant. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Can we get Declan Rice? Can we lure? If Chelsea don't sort it out and Arsenal come in with a credible bid, say we just cut our losses with Saliba, sell him to Real Madrid, because we know they're interested. Looking at the state of Real Madrid, especially if Real Madrid lose the Champions League final to Liverpool, inevitably it'd be probably a mistake of Melito or someone at the back. They're an aging team. They need young, fresh blood. They've just lost out on Mbappe. So the signing of Saliba would be seen as a big summer sign. Look, we've signed Saliba. But the money would have to be put to good use. It can't just to be by Gabriel Jesus and Yuri Tielemans. I want to see Jude Bellingham walk through the door or Declan Rice. Now, if we see one of these 2 players walk through the door, then you can say Arsenal are actually serious about not only eventually mounting that title challenge, but get them in the Champions League again and going forward, because I don't think Conte will stay at Tottenham forever. He'll lay, whatever happens, he'll lay good foundations there. If he stays, that is. But I think eventually he'll get offered a bigger and better job. And he'll be off, whatever he does at Tottenham. You know. You never know, he might win him a cup before he leaves. But then again, he might not. His record in Europe is appalling for such an elite coach. He's an elite league coach. In Europe, Antonio Conte is a bit like Arsenal and Man City, failures. Laters. There is a God up there. Norwich City will beat Tottenham and Arsenal will beat Everton today. That's what needs to happen. 2 results. Go our way and win the Champions League. I doubt very much they will happen. I expect us to beat Everton, but if we hear Spurs are like 4-0 up at half time, I expect that would demoralise us. And if it's a tight game at the Emirates, I wouldn't be surprised if Everton won the game. So it's on a knife edge today, but you know what? As I'm up late, even if I get up late and I miss the start of the match, I don't care. I'm not into all this watching the last game of the season live, and I shouldn't be like that, should I? I should have more enthusiasm, but I just can't bear to know that we've had it in our hands and we've thrown it away. Apparently we've made progress. 3 positions, Mikel, when 4th. No. I'm just going to say it how it is. Arsenal should be finishing third, mate. Not fourth, not fifth, third. Forget all this fourth crap. We'd have won our games in hand. We'd be fourth. Comfortably clear of Chelsea.